So hey guys, Braneyes Gaming here, and today I thought I'd do a different video for my channel, something I wanted to try for like about a week now. And recently I've been interested into lost media videos, and this is mostly videos that talk about something that mostly got lost on the internet and no one knows mostly anything about, and it was totally lost and no one really knows anything, just like I said before. And since Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is coming out on the Switch about this month or like in 2 weeks, I thought I'd do something related to Pokemon, which I did found. I found some lost Pokemon game on Gen 1, like the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, that I thought I'd look about today. So, I thought I'd go into a little bit of history of this lost Pokemon game and where it came from mostly, so let's go straight into this. Now, back in the 2000s, the Pokemon movie just came out in the 2000s. It was like on 2000 actually, not just 2000s. And everyone loved it, everyone loved the game, and they also wanted to release a Pokemon game with that movie. And this is a browser-based game, and Warner Bros. Released it. They released this game, and I'm going to be talking more info about it with a website that I found. But Warner Bros. Released this game, and it was only up for 4 weeks until it was taken down because of copyright. And it mostly a license was like, it got rid of the license, and it was a whole copyright thing. I don't really need to go into that. But not many, YouTube wasn't around then, and people didn't archive many things back then. So it was totally lost for this 4 weeks. Some people played it, but no one really said anything about the game, and it was totally lost. Like that website that it came from, if you put in the Wayback Machine, which mostly lets you go back in a time with that website, it's not archived at all, and the website is gone. Only a couple things are remained. So I thought I'd look on a website which has mostly a lot of information about this lost Pokemon game, which is called, let me go put this up real quick, Pokemon the Movie 2000 Adventure. And that was mostly the starting screen right there, but it is gone. So I thought I'd look at the website that I found it on and mostly talk about it. So let's go do that right now. Okay, so guys, we are now on the website, the Lost Media website where I found this from. It has all the info on this whole game on it, and I wanted to summarize it, but I think I'll miss some stuff, so I'm just gonna read it out, and I'll go and tell you my thoughts about it, and what I think it mostly means. So, Pokemon 2000 Adventure game, which was made in 2000 and is a browser-based game. It was made from Cyberworld, which I'm pretty sure it's like a program. I saw like a video on it, and it's just some 2.5D program where you can explore stuff, and apparently there's some Pokemon things about it. And it's in 2.5D, which is kind of weird. It's not like fully 3D like Pokemon Stadium, but it's 2.5D, which is mostly 3D. And the game was only available for 4 weeks, being pulled due to a contract dispute, which mostly means that the contract was broken and then the game was put off after 4 weeks of it being released, which mostly led to it being a lost media game, a lost Pokemon game. And one file existed as late as 2003, which means it was still on the website, but people didn't really archive it that much. And the front page of the game, which is right over here, that 2000 Adventure Pokemon, the Pokemon movie 2000 Adventure thing that I showed before, that was mostly it. And it was there till 2009, which you could check in the Wayback Machine. Gotta say, the Wayback Machine is very useful for this stuff. It really gets all the information out. Okay, so now we got the gameplay part of it, the nitty-gritty of it. And by the way, if you do want to check out this website, just look up Pokemon 2000 the Adventure game, Pokemon the Movie 2000 Adventure game. You'll find it, and it's pretty easy. It's on lostmedia.com, lostmediawiki.com. If you want to look at all this text, I'll scroll through it quickly if you just want to read it through pausing the video, but I'll go through it. So, now we got gameplay. The beginning of the game has the player's set name, choose a Pokemon team, and selecting difficulty. Which, if you check this picture over here, let's go to it real quickly. We got, are you able to challenge the Pokemon trainer? Which you mostly put your name of the Pokemon trainer, which is your username. You pick a team, which I think is pretty cool because Pokemon Go did this whole team thing using the legendary birds, which we'll go into a little bit, using 3 teams, which is pretty cool. So this game mostly put some stuff into Pokemon Go, maybe. And also difficulty, that would have probably not been that much. And let's go back. So let's scroll over here. So we got the legendary birds Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, and their teams trying to conquer those birds, which is pretty cool. It's just like Mystic Team, Valor Team, and the other team, I forgot the name, of Pokemon Go, which is pretty cool. This game looks a lot like Pokemon Go so far, which with its gameplay. Oh my god, I can't speak today. But with its gameplay, it kind of looks like Pokemon Go, which is pretty cool. So maybe this game wasn't so lost after all, but went into a little bit of Pokemon Go. But anyway, each island involves multiple. Oh, wait. You have to retrieve the ancient spear from each island from these birds, which is pretty cool. You must conquer each island through that cyber world space. And each island involves multiple levels and barriers that the player overcomes using their Pokemon team, which is pretty cool. There are also other Pokemon scattered through, as well as Pokeballs that they have the chance to either leveling up their Pokemon or resulting in a random Pokemon from the team being stolen from Team Rocket, which is pretty cool. So mostly you battle Pokemon just like the regular Pokemon. At the beginning you choose all your Pokemon and you battle others. I think you can catch them. I don't know, but Team Rocket would sometimes go up with that battle and maybe take one of your Pokemon, so you have to catch another one, which is pretty cool. At the end of each line, there's a did I seriously line? I mean island. There's a shrine that the player gets an ancient spear from by answering trivia questions. That's pretty cool. Trivia Pokemon, everyone loves that. And no information happens when the 3 spears are acquired, which sucks. That means we don't know how you beat the game. They never found that. Now we got availability. Now Warner Bros. They shut down the game. There was a little bit left. There was some HTML left, which I'll show you in a little bit. There were some sprites left, and there were 7 levels left. But there's only one they show on this page. I don't know where the other 6 are, so I'll just show you that one level's code. And they said this game wouldn't work on Windows 10 and only work on Internet Explorer, but apparently it does work on Windows 10. But then again, they really only show these, so I can't even go to the game. Well, anyway, let's go and check the gallery now. So now we got the gallery. We got the Professor Oak enlists you help. Mostly this is like that Professor Oak opening that all those, games have, all those Pokemon games have. That's really all there is just a little info thing. Let's go to our next picture. I already showed off this one. This is where you put all your name. You pick your team, which maybe they would have had names. I don't know. They had like Mystic Valor and the other team. I forgot the name. But they have the cool teams, which would have been cool. It's like Pokemon Go a little bit. And this game would have been the first 3D Pokemon game, as I said before, with these pictures showing. Like, there would have been grass background. There would have been some cool backgrounds for these islands. Moltres' Island, Zapdos' Island, a view of Zapdos' Island from the island's level, which is mostly like, I think, a hub world, I'm pretty sure. You would sail to these islands and get them, and you would just capture Pokemon, I guess. So that is pretty cool. Now we got the references and the external links, and mostly this is where some other person talked about the stuff. It's another website you can check out. It mostly just says the same stuff. Let's go back to our page. Now we got one level of the game, and when it says one level, it means only the HTML of that level, which mostly just shows off sprites. This is supposed to be Zapdos Island, I'm pretty sure. Certain Zapdos sprites and things, so that's pretty cool. That's really all that's left of this level, which is meh. And then we got the beginning screen, which is right over here, the thing I showed off at the beginning of the video. We got the play the game screen, which shows off some pictures. It shows off where you would get the game, but it's just a Java void, so you can't even access that. There's some Zapdos pictures over here, and just pictures in the game. So yeah, I guess that is really it for this Pokemon 2000 adventure. There's not much known about it, just that little info right there. Maybe it would have been a pretty cool game. I think it would have been good if it was still up. It would have been a cool Pokemon game, since this would have been like the first kind of 3D Pokemon game since Pokemon Stadium wasn't out by then. So this would have been a pretty cool game. Okay, so now I'm going to list my conclusion on this. And I think if it didn't get like if the contract wasn't broken, I think it would have been a cool game for the movie. It would have been cool to see like this new type of Pokemon game. It would have been new for the Pokemon series, of course. It would have been the first like 3D type game with that Cyber World engine. I think it would have been pretty great. and it sounded a little bit like Pokemon Go. Like the teams, like the 3 teams you could pick with your character, naming yourself. It looked a lot like Pokemon Go, especially with the 3 birds being Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. I almost forgot them for a second. But it's a lot like Pokemon Go in that way, and explore, catch Pokemon, battle other teams. Maybe it did go in a little bit of Pokemon Go. They're both like standalone games a little bit, so maybe a little bit of it did go into Pokemon Go. And if so, I guess there's not much we're really missing of, because from the stuff we kind of seen, it does look like Pokemon Go. And that's really it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on this lost Pokemon game, which I thought was pretty cool. Pokemon the Movie Thousands Adventure. You guys can listen in the comment section what you thought of how this game looked and how this game would have played. You can list your comments about like what you think about this game and how would have it like evolved the Pokemon series a little bit. And you can just list your stuff about what you think about this game mostly. And I thought it would have been like Pokemon Go. That's really it without the virtual reality. So I guess we're not really missing much. And guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well if you like this Lost Media content. If you want me to do more Lost Media content, then make sure to hit that like button. And you can comment down below if you want me to as well. So anyway, guys, I think that is really it for this video. It would have been so cool if this game came out, but, you know, copyright sucks, and contracts suck, and I guess we're just gonna miss out on it. That's really the only thing about it, that one website, that's really it. So, I guess we don't really know what we were gonna miss. The game's gone, it's totally gone, that's lost media for you. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day, and bye.